For Mechanic Monday, we're here at Gwatney Collision talking about replacing your windshield. Michael Seawold is joining me today. Michael, thank you so much for hanging out with me.
Well, thank you, Ainsley.
There is this nice air-conditioned body shop behind us. What are we doing outside? We're crazy.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Okay, so we're talking all about windshields. Do certain models of cars tend to have windshields crack more often than other cars?
That could be true, and it would be hard to know that answer, but I would imagine that the ones that are more vertical would probably tend to absorb more of the energy of the rock that hits it or whatever it is, and would probably break easier than one that would, say, be more horizontal.
Are replacement windshields similar or the same as the factory windshields?
Yeah, there are federal standards for windshields, so they have to measure up to those standards, and all of the aftermarket windshields are built to the same standards as far as safety goes as the original. What
kind of safety is built into a windshield?
Yeah, so windshields are different than most side glasses, quarter glasses, or back glasses in that they're laminated glass. There's actually 3 layers. The first layer obviously is glass, the layer in the middle is a plastic layer, and then there's an inner glass layer so that it won't just shatter out on you and it'll retain itself. And they have very strict standards on how strong they have to be for an impact.
If somebody just gets a chip in their window, can they do spot repair or should they just replace the entire thing entirely?
Yeah, it kind of depends on the location and the size. You know, if it's about the size of a quarter or smaller, it would be easy to repair. I would say you could repair it. I wouldn't want to do it if it was right in the driver's view. They typically clear up about 80%, and they'll keep it from cracking out, and that's the benefit of it because some windshields are over $1,000.
Oh. Are some windshields harder to replace than others?
Yeah, definitely. The one we're working on here today is fairly easy, but there are some, especially some back glasses that have power sliders and stuff. You have to pull out seats and trim and things like that, and they are definitely a lot harder to do.
Are there different options to a windshield, such as tint?
Yeah, there are. Technically, you should go back in to the vehicle with the windshield or the tint that came out of it. And so there's a lot of different options. Some vehicles have multiple options, but it's best to go back in with exactly what came out of it.
Say somebody did just get their windshield replaced, are there certain instructions they need to follow?
Yes, typically the glue that we use is a 1-hour safe drive away glue. So after an hour from the time that we run the glue, they could drive away safely. But that glue is very important to the safety of the vehicle. If it wasn't dry enough, if they were to have a rollover accident, the roof could crush in more. Or if the airbag deployed, especially on the passenger side, it comes up and hits the windshield, it could blow it out. So those are safety things that we would definitely want the person to wait for an hour before they would drive it away. But these glues they have now are definitely, after an hour, it's perfectly safe to drive.
What about going through a car wash? Can they do that right after the hour's up?
Yeah, not really, because the glue is only partially dried. It's just dried on the outside, just enough to retain itself. But if you have a high pressure water stream that hit the glue there, it could actually force its way through and cause a leak. So you probably want to wait about 2 days before you washed it in a car wash.
Good to know. All right, Michael, well, let's get started on this. Tell me what we need to do. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's get started. All right, Ansley, so we're going to start by taking this piece off right here so we can access the windshield to cut it out. And you'll use this pick tool here and just kind of work it underneath the edge right here, and we're just kind of pull out on that a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, just kind of get the tip in there and pull that out this way. Good, good. There it is.
Woo! Easy peasy.
Good job.
Thank you.
We got it out.
First piece done.
Yes, now we got to pull the mirror off.
All right, let's do it.
Go around there. And now if you'll take this screwdriver and take this set screw, loosen it a little bit, and that will loosen up the mirror. That little tab right there.
Right in here?
No, right there. Yep, right there. Just push it down and then pull that wire out. There you go. So now there's no wires attached and we're ready to cut the windshield out.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
I don't know why y'all trust me to do this.
You can do it. You can do it. All right, I'll hold the bottom of it.
Okay.
All right, so just go ahead and pull the trigger.
Now?
Yep. You can pull the trigger a lot harder. That wasn't too bad, was it?
My hands are tingly.
Okay, so this is a cold knife, and this one I have a reverse ground blade so that actually the blade pushes down towards the car instead of up toward the glass, so I can save this molding.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Now let's pull it up this way. All right, now let's walk it.
Oh, okay, Michael, we did it. You're right, that is not an easy task. How did I do?
You did well, you did well. I know there's a lot of things that you weren't able to do just because of, expertise and all, but you did really well.
Well, I appreciate your leadership. Thank you so much.
Thank
We'll
you,
have
Ainsley.
more Good Morning Arkansas after the break.